Hey guys, the Art of Justice here, and I thought today we could go through my old high school sketchbook. So I've had this sketchbook for basically all 4 years, maybe even more than that, since I'm just now finishing it, almost a sophomore in college. And I've written in it so much and drawn in it so much that it's literally falling apart. Both sides have come apart from the spine, and yeah, it's just a whole mess. And I only have a few pages left to fill out, so I thought, why not do a sketchbook tour? So the first thing in my sketchbook, it was the first project I think in Art 2 or Art 3, because there were 4 art classes in my high school, one for numbered 1 to 4. So the first assignment was to interview someone that we weren't familiar with, figure out their life basically, and then make a make a profile painting. What am I saying? A portrait of them. So I have my girl Lita, and I just wanted to convey breathing out the bad, so that's why we have her there. The actual finished painting didn't come out very well. I kind of like the pastel one better, in my opinion. So if you want to see that, it's on my portfolio. Might not be there for long though, because again, I don't really like it. But on this next page, we have a part of my concentration. It is a 5-part canvas series, starting with my brother and ending with me. My concentration was dealing with African American stereotypes and breaking them down. So this one had to deal with literacy rates. It's definitely one of my favorite pieces. I just put so much effort and stuff in this one. It will probably always be one of the key moments in my artistic journey, just because it was such a wow moment for me and everyone that saw it, that it was like, wow, I really did this. Like, even my school wanted to hang these up in the lobby, but I wanted to give it to my dad for Christmas, so unfortunately didn't happen. On this page we have some really terrible fashion illustrations for a wearable art competition that came to my school called Manic Art. Me and my best friend, our idea was to basically make a Caribbean costume, because I am Caribbean myself. And if you know anything about Carnival, it's usually very not flora, but like very feathery, and yeah, and we just wanted to kind of go in a different direction and instead take a global warming kind of thing on it with oceanic life, and you'll be able to see more about that in a couple pages. But this is, I don't actually know where this came from. I think it was just me practicing shading, probably doodling because I was bored. So it's just a random face with some shading on it. And then on the next page, we have a National Art Honor Society collaboration, because we did a lot of those. I did the font, my petals open only for you, and then my friend Amanda did the pretty little watercolor flowers in the background. Cute stuff, cute stuff. And then here we have more of the costume, like the actual nitty-gritty details. So we had jellyfish armbands. The actual swimsuit part was more like mermaid themed. And then we had fishnets on the bottom, again conveying that whole danger in oceanic life. This, I actually have no idea what in the world it is. I think it was another National Art Honor Society challenge. It obviously had to do with abstract art. Then we have some drafting for the Google Doodle. I think it was 1 or 2 years ago. The one that's what makes me me. I couldn't come up with a good enough idea, so I didn't actually enter, but this is just me trying to figure out my life and what makes me me in a artistic, cutesy way that would actually work. And then on the other page, we have a collab. Not a collab. Yeah, this was a collab for my actual art class. My idea was to collect a bunch of different jewels to make up the afro. And the idea was, you're beautiful, shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. And yeah. And then this was another idea I had for collab. I was going to have a body outline and have people walk on it to kind of like feel like, I don't know, just create a sense of, I don't know, it's hard to explain, like just feel bad. But I knew too many boys in my school that would have walked all over that, laughing, giggling, and having themselves a good old time like the disrespectful people that they are. So that's why I didn't go with that one, because I just knew too many people in this world would not take it seriously, which is what I wanted, was for people to take it seriously. Another project we had after that was called Remastered, where we took old paintings from the old masters and we basically made it new. So the three that I looked at were The Last Supper, Luncheon of the Boating Party, and I'm gonna butcher it, but Primavera Botticelli. And Primavera's Botticelli, it's a very large painting, but in the corner it has like 3 women that are basically naked and they look like they're dancing or just, I don't know, chilling out together. So I took that and I made 3 African American women in fancy dresses, again for my concentration. The other 2 I'll probably still end up doing someday, just not anytime soon, because I did like the idea. I just went with Botticelli because I thought not many people, it's not as iconic as the other 2, and therefore it was almost more original. My idea was a little more original because it's not as well known as the Boating Party and the Last Supper. Now on the left we have some drafting of my artist portfolio site that has yet to be put into action. And on the other page we have another project from National Art Honor Society where we designed album covers. I did my girl Janelle Monáe's Electric Lady because I love her very much. And yeah, so the next 3 pages are gonna be my midterm. So for our midterm, we had to choose 3 artists that we admire and write an artist statement. So on the left, we have my artist statement, which I can read in another video. If you guys are interested in that, go ahead and comment down below, because that's a thing, and I could show like how then and now. So Tim Okumura is a Caucasian male who paints African American women, and they're really gorgeous textured paintings, oil paintings. And I just found him so fascinating because not only is his work gorgeous, but I think the fact that he took on that subject matter is very interesting. So if you haven't heard of him, go check him out. And then we have Whack. Whack is my favorite artist of all time. His real name is Kevin A. Williams, but he takes his initials and he flips them. And he does really gorgeous African American paintings that are like just so detailed and so realistic and so beautiful. And then we have Edwin Lester. Now Edwin Lester does detailed portraits just like Whack, but he takes a more biblical standpoint. So same subject matter in a way, just more religious. I actually met him at Artscape in 2015. So really cool guy, really nice art. And then we have some more drafting for my artist portfolio that never actually happened. And on this next page, at the top of the left side of the page, we have some logos that I did for my best friend. They came out, I did them better, I digitized the idea, so they look way better than that, but that's basically the general idea. And on the next page, we have just some ideas for future paintings that I haven't gotten to do yet. And then I had some old fabric from something, well, not old fabric from something, but it was a top that I took apart. So I was just drafting how to use the fabric. It wasn't a top, it was pants. But yeah, I just wanted to see what I could use the fabric to create. So I started drafting different ways I could piece the fabric together to create something cute. And then on the other page, we have the tattoo commission from my cousin. He wanted a tattoo that really represented him and who he was. So he is a Cancer who loves water. He wanted to show that he's strong yet loving, and he's also a religious Christian. So yeah, you can see that on my Instagram, the finished version as well as the tattoo version, because I vectorized it and colored it in Illustrator. So yep, and this was the start of a whole lot of tattoos. So on the next page we have some more future paintings and just different drawings that I have in mind. I actually did the top 3 already. That was a Caribbean series that I did. Here's just me trying to figure out my life and where everything's gonna go in my dorm room, because I had so much stuff. Well, not a lot of stuff, but just things that I wanted to figure out where to put them. And then on the other page, I have the My Style Challenge, where I did the Rugrats, Soul Eater, Arthur, Gravity Falls, Professor Layton, Proud Family, Disney Princess, Kim Possible, Teen Titans, and My Life as a Teenage Robot. Throwbacks. But yeah, and then on the other page, we have some more of me trying to figure out my life in my future dorm room at the time, planning out where things are gonna go. And then my last style challenge thing I did was Steven Universe. And then I had an idea for a comic book character called Super Saver Girl, and basically she was gonna save you that dough. Okay? She was gonna make sure your wallet wasn't crying at the end of the day and show you how to save those extra dollars and pennies like Mr. Krabs. So this was just some ideas for a logo challenge that I never actually entered. And on another page, we have an illustration that never really got finished, because I find it hard to do really detailed illustrations on paper like this. So you'll see, like, by the end of my sketchbook that I just started piecing together different things, because I don't know, I just can't do it. It's really hard for me. And then these are some jacket ideas that I have, and some t-shirt ideas. And then on the other page, we have some more logo drafting for a competition that I entered. Now we have some more logo drafting on this side, some book cover drafting on the other side. We got some Facebook covers, some labels, and then at the bottom there we have some signature practicing. Now I ultimately ended up dropping the second star because there's no real reason for the second star. I think it was just, I was trying, in all honesty guys, I was trying to connect it to Princess and the Frog with Evangeline and Ray, but that has nothing to do with me and my art, so I had to drop it. This was some more ideas for some future logos. And then this is a very, very creepy soul that I have here. Yep. That's gonna haunt your nightmares. A very messed up maca, another messed up soul. And then we got some signatures on top of a messed up soul. And then this is the maca that I ended up going with. Now this maca is so gorgeous. Like, look at that before, and then look at that after. Like, that drawing is just so beautiful that I literally didn't even ink it, because I was scared that if I inked it, it wouldn't look as good, which is why it's in pencil. I just love that drawing so much, because it was the first time that I really did the digital part right. And then we have sole. Now, I don't like the sole as much as I like the mappa, which is why I have that one in my hand. Because I tried redrawing them to see if I could get even better result. But I don't know, I just can't get a better sole than the one on the right there. So it's sticking for now. I might try it again, trying to do something better, but at the moment that sole's staying. These are some bookmark ideas I had. And then we have some other ideas that I have for future paintings. The bookmarks didn't really work out very well. I don't know, I'm just not good at putting text together. So that ended up being scrapped. We have a Ferris wheel doodle along with some more signatures because you can never have enough signature practice, am I right? Okay. Skipping through some pages right now to get to the Natsu. Now, this Natsu, same with the soul, it's not as good. I don't really like it as much. So, trying to change it. Still haven't found a good. It just hasn't worked yet. I haven't found one that works. So yeah.